This plane is crashing. I'm yelling Mayday, baby. Yeah, you made of plastic.
What does she think about the WNBA being in the game?
Well, can I just tell you that, first of all, we established a rule in our house. You're not allowed to play the same team against each other. So she always picks the Sparks. So it forces me to choose between all the other WNBA teams. And you know, as a competitor, I don't want to play with the Minnesota Lynx. Like, I don't want to play with Seattle Storms.
Woo! I was on the edge of my seat after that finals. We are here with Ty Debo.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A soaring CN Tower. So the Nets starting five. Robinson is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's AI. And it's Harden in at the two guard. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Then it's Geiger. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Pearson in at the point. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Here's Geiger. No good, shot missing. Some solid defense from AI. All right, now let's find out what head coach Nick Nurse had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, they haven't won a game in 3 tries against this team. The coach said instead of playing tight, he's going to let them loosen up. He told me every time we play them, we get nervous, we make bad decisions. I want us to trust our initial instincts. If you like a shot, take it. We'll see if that simplification gets them a win tonight. Kevin?
All right, David, we'll see if their strategy will pay off. Greg, centering their efforts now on generating points.
Yeah, and I can understand what they're trying to do here. Come out of the gates with some heat.
And it forces your opponent's best scorers to expend energy at the defensive end. Makes the strategy a win-win.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Buries the long-range jumper. VanVleet's got 5 points so far.
You have to respect Fred's range. If not, he'll make you pay. OG Anunoby out of Indiana. He was the 23rd pick in the 2017 draft. Another great draft selection that day. Slipped due to injury concerns, but he's been great.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now, here's Siakam. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. Here's Pearson. The rebound by the Nets.
And Smitty, with OG Anunoby, he has a very high ceiling with what he can become.
Greg, OG Anunoby can impact the game on both sides of the ball, which is fantastic. He's a solid defender, and with the ball in his hands, he's very smart, making good decisions. This team is very excited to see his development.
And the Raptors with the ball after the basket by Brooklyn.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the night right here. The first free throw is good. Harris is checked in for Anunoby. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Inside, and AI throws it down.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
Here's Pearson, and he's good on the 3-ball. He has 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
To the paint, here's AI, trying to get open is Irving. And AI gets it to go on the assist by Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. 1:51 left in the first quarter. Here's Here's Pearson, and it's sent back by KD.
The standing reach of a center, the mobility of a guard. No wonder Durant sent that one back.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Toronto called for the foul. Brooklyn shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. That free throw missing. Brooklyn making some changes. Brown is checked in for Durant. Joe Harris comes in for James Harden. And it's Brown in for Irving. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Siakam deciding where to go with it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Using that length to attack inside, Siakam is a major challenge for any defender to stop.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Trailblazers. AI left side. And AI throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Flynn. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Back to Harris. Clock at 6. Here's the floater. It's hauled in by Perry. And so Brown will bring it up for the Nets. 3-point lead. And he gets it to go.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Harris against Harris. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Now Brown. No points in the game yet for him.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Siakam outside. There's 14 seconds left in the first. Just 5 on the clock. No good from 11 feet. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action. so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Brooklyn now, Brown out there with Higgins. Then it's AI. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. Here's Flynn following the bucket by the Nets. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Trailblazers got the job done. He scored 36 points, and he did a great job of letting the game come to him, connecting on a number of his shots. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And that's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Now, here's AI. Count it.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Nets shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And a new group in for the Nets. Robinson's checked in for Brown. Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. James Harden, he's checked in for Higgins. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Brown. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Pearson. Plays it up and banks it in. 7 points in the game.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Irving passes to Durant. Floats it up for AI. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Pearson covered by Irving. Pearson passes to Anunoby. And it's sent back by KD. And even 3-on-3 break. A shot. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
That's why Durant's one of the best scorers in the game. I don't know how the defense stops that.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Floats one up. Second shot opportunity. And very close to making the shot, but instead he'll go to the line for 2 on the shooting foul. Raptors have hit all. And so it's Brooklyn taking a 19. There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from AI.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Then it's Geiger, and it's Stanley in at the shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. On defense, the Nets.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And the Raptors with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
Here's Siakam, following the bucket by the Nets. Harden grabs the miss.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And AI throws it down.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
And the Raptors with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Well, here you sit, Smitty, at the broadcast table. Is there anything you notice about the game now that you didn't notice when you were playing?
Yes, Kevin. I mean, seriously, I did not know how much Kevin Harlan ate between games and during games. It is unreal. The before, the during, and after. You are a champ, Kevin, to be able to eat that much and to do your job. Knows where everybody is. If there's an open man, Durant's going to find him.
Here's Poole, and it's blocked by Brown. In transition, here come the Nets. AI with the ball.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Toronto's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Here's Pearson. Pass to Stanley. From downtown. Tries yet again, and he sinks the layup. Oliver's got his first points of the night.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
To the inside, AI, and AI throws it down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Now, here's Flynn. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Out to Harris. The 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Perry's got 5 rebounds tonight. And the pass to AI. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
We've got 1:55 left in the third. Flynn the pass to Harris. Over AI. And again, no good by Toronto.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Whitehead. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Raptors have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Brown. And Harris subbed in for Irving. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Harris on the double team. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Passes it to Oliver. Back to Flynn. Tries again. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show.
Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, Boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah,
that
no
long
kidding.
ago, at least
No
it feels
kidding.
like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Maxi Kleber. Thomas is out there with Higgins. Then it's AI. And it's Brown in at the 5, roaming the paint. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Higgins passes to Kleber to the middle. And AI throws it down.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Outside Flynn. Here's Poole. He's guarded by AI. Down low. Here's Pearson. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch. This team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll have now won 70 on the year.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for AI.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Toronto's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Pearson passes to Harris. Here's Poole, and he jams it with authority.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Higgins passes to AI, and AI throws it down.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
2 points, that one goes.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Now, here's Kleber. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for AI. 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Show me made it drop. Yeah, perfect. I gotta get it, told the coach to give me minutes, cause they know the flow is wicked, said she love the way. Yeah. Shawty living, got la mama really tripping, cause she see we on a mission, ain't got no time to just kick it.
We gotta get it, told the coach to give me minutes, don't complain on why we living, they don't like it, why we winning. Yeah, I flip it, do my dance, gotta get it pretty, cause I'm a Christian, he the reason, yeah, he did it, yeah. Gotta get it, told the coach to give me minutes, don't complain